composure for that every time you.
Right. Whenever it
Look at
comes
those
up,
things.
I'll just remind me about the rule.
You
Yeah,
have a hard
and
time on the internet.
I mean, I don't need you to roll. If you want to look, you can look, but it's a bad idea. So if you want to, you can pick. But your guts tell you, and your beast is whispering to you not to. You still try to look. Lucian, as
Yeah.
well. So do you still try to pick?
That would probably be a bad idea in hindsight.
Yes, very.
So yeah, I think I'll stay away from the door. But can I try to recall any particular law attached to, well, occult law attached to red doors?
You can try with occult. Wow,
Damn,
you get inspired on occult.
sweet.
Well, you remember that in some myths like Feng Shui, painting on the red is cause for full positive flowing energy, but that's definitely not the case. Uh, it was used in the past to indicate to travelers that you could come up and rest against this. You can come up and rest in the place where, if your friend there was painted red, of course, that red in Western culture and even in some like other culture is considered a luminous color. So you do remember something about the gates to the Japanese underworld being red? Not really gates, but gateway. It's probably a portal somewhere.
Okay, is it start? Do I recall anything about how to deal with such gateways?
Not you never encountered anything like that, so not really. You do have tiny bits of occult law, but you're not a practitioner of sorcery of occult rituals. Maybe you don't know, throw salt on it. Maybe it would work, maybe it won't. And
Hmm.
this door seems to be sucking a very life uh, out of the place.
Right. Hmm.
And yes, you're inspired for occult lore now. So next time you want to use that.
Yeah, sweet. Right.
Um, Joshua, while Lucian is asking the door, you come back to your senses. You remember the door, you know something happened, but you don't want to think about it. You just not in a
Where do
great
I
mood
end
right
up
now.
at? Am I still like in the shop?
You're in the front of a shop, like you just sat there and gaze into nothingness in the mall.
I just like find myself like staring at like a small garbage statue, and I'm just like holding
Yep.
it, and I just sort of snap awake and just kind of go, "Oh God, what made me look at this?"
So wait, if he snaps awake, is he not staring at a red door?
No, he's definitely like his back is to the right door. It's behind you, and you don't want to think about it. You don't want to turn back.
Right. So I'm not even going to turn around and look at it again, I'm gonna go ahead and start walking out.
Yeah.
At this stage, how much would Lucian be aware of it? Well, his bloodline's lore?
Not much. They don't really try to fit in with the rest of them. But it's probably something that doesn't belong here, and well, technically, it's not harming sleepers. Well, people don't sleep in malls, so technically, it's not really part of your ancestral duties. But still, it's not really. Not sure if it's dangerous on enough to warrant destroying it or trying to.
Right. As right. I suppose in this case, I've. No. Well, Lucian's gonna still sort of do something about it anyway and try and. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna try and use blood sympathy to contact his sire, but I decided against it.
You could send him, failing if you wanted, but yeah, so call.
Actually, yeah, I think I will try it just to let him actually know that there's something supernaturally dangerous in the mall.
Could also give them a call.
Yeah, he gave me his
It
phone
is the
number.
future.
No, but you know the number of the hotel, so you could ask to speak to him.
Yeah, well, I'll try that if my phone can get through.
Yes, currently it seems to work. Negating that must not be any mannequins around, but you never know when this bugger will show up.
Okay. Yeah, ring, ring.
Hello. Welcome to Hotel. I forgot to write down a name for it. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Lucien, and I'm looking to speak with Jean Grimond.
Yes, of course. Just a moment. After like 30 seconds, you can hear the raspy voice of your sir. Yes.
Yeah, good evening. I'm just calling to let you know that there's something otherworldly lingering in the mall.
And
Yeah, yeah, something. Yeah, something. Well, something shadowy haunts its halls, and it's all linked to this red door here. And well,
shadow.
yes.
Oh, so.
And as I said, it's linked to this red door,
No,
which.
I don't.
Um,
Listen, boy, and answer my question.
by
What's
all means.
how shadowy? Also, describe it to me.
Well, the shadow looks like a humanoid silhouette, and it also has power over the local mannequins, with manipulating her as a puppet master would a puppet.
Huh. Interesting.
And it all seems to be linked to this red door, which has sort of driven my companion temporarily insane in a Lovecraftian sense.
Mm-hmm.
And after a bit of deduction from a few scraps of knowledge I have on this subject, I think this might be a portal.
Well, don't open it.
Yeah.
I will make arrangements. It's interesting, very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it would be wise to let you know since I kind of feel out of my depth here.
Yes, you did good. I will send one of our own to investigate this. Get out of this
Will do,
place,
and I'll take my companion with me.
if you wish.
Okay. Au revoir.
Good night.
And then just like that, I'm gonna pick up help Joshua out of there, assuming he isn't too still catatonic.
No, he's not.
I think there's one thing I gotta do. Does this mall have a video game store?
Yes, they do have.
Oh, and
video
here I was
games.
hoping you were to say, apologize to Ivan.
No.
Well, that, but I don't know where Ivan is right now. And I'm
I
sure
know.
if I contact him on the radio, he won't say anything.
Remember, Celine has the other radio. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, it was the whole thing you kept mentioning before. And then you're like, before we go, there's this one thing I've still got to do.
I want the new Super Smash Bros.
Apparently.
I'm still obsessed with Witcher, so I gotta fulfill that. This,
Oh, that's
even to the
right.
detriment of not fulfilling my
Yep.
goals.
I thought that was making a sword.
It's related. It's an obsession related to The Witcher. It can be fulfilled with a bunch of
Yeah.
like you can.
Obviously, when
Yeah.
Joshua has an obsession, he hops from idea to idea and
Yeah.
doesn't actually follow through on anything.
That's why you still have this obsession from 3 sessions ago.
That's why he's in a mall, going insane.
Yeah, so there is a game shop actually. Yeah.
Power to the players.
Well, definitely time to break into that and steal all Witcher-related merchandise.
You. It's not really hard to break in if you really want to.
Mhm.
And yeah, you get one collector edition.
Yes.
Do you? Let me roll.
Yeah, roll and tell me if there's like a life-size replica of Garrett.
I just wanted to point out, though, again, is there a lighter kiosk? I steal 3 of them. I go into this shop and I steal all the Witcher stuff. Joshua has no sense of scale.
Nah, not really. You can in fact find a cutout cardboard silhouette of Gerald.
Yes,
Promotional material.
it's mine. I'm writing this down.
Yeah,
Second.
you've got your waifu. Congratulations.
Collector's edition.
It's life size
of
too.
Witcher Wild Hunt, and also cardboard cutout of Geralt
So
from
that's your size.
Witcher. There we go.
That's the-
Perfect.
Hey, don't forget the new Witcher tabletop RPG.
Oh, I can't forget that. Where is that? Where did you see it?
Nah, it's not. There's no RPG game in.
In the video
The
game
mall.
store, of course not.
It's
Yeah, you can
too
still
much
order
of
online,
a.
though.
But you probably can find a shop in Nantes. It's not hard to find one.
I got what
But,
I
yeah.
came here for, though. Alright, so where's Celine? Where's Ivan? We gotta tell them to get out of here.
Celine left a long time ago.
I know
you
that,
also
but
find
no
the
one
DLC.
stole them.
You also find the DLCs, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking over to Lucian and go, so any idea where those two are?
Screwing around, probably.
I guess we could always go back to the security room and check it out one more time. Maybe one of them's around there.
Yeah, we need
so
to check up. We need to check up on the guards anyway. So I'm sure then you can use your your mojo to help out with their memories.
so
You-
Joshua is heading back to the security room, and I guess on the way, does he spot Ivan at all in the mall?
No, no trace of Ivan.
Hmm.
It's like he never was here.
Spooky.
Yes. It's probably a make-it thing.
Okay.
Let me introduce you as my new character. Joking. Ivan never existed.
Yep. It was an illusion. All alone.
Alright, but like I said, then head back to the security room.
Sure. How do you enter? Do you leave Gerald at the door and crawl to the vent?
You can stay right here safe and sound, Gerald. I'll be right back for you. And I just like caress the cheek of the cardboard cutout.
Oh my god. You crawl out in the vent and you're in one of the guys. Oh no, he's coming back. Fuck. Don't worry, Jerry. Oh, I'll call paramedics. Like they'll be there soon.
Oh, hey guys.
Ah! And Jerry is too. Uh,
What you doing?
Nothing.
Calling for help?
No.
You sure?
Yes. You
Really?
can see him.
What if I check that caller ID, huh? What would I see?
That's all right. You can see him slowly reaching. You're still in the vents, like talking to him through the grates, as far as
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. You can see slowly reaching behind his back.
Well, tell you what, I'll be out of your hairs. Check that
Yeah.
monitor over there. If you see that girl with the blonde hair or whatever, and
Celine doesn't have blonde hair.
I don't know. I forgot like what color hair you have.
I don't know.
Black.
Just made out with you in a bathroom.
I
What the
like
fuck?
literally yeah, I know.
She has
Oh.
black, wholesome hair
Black.
and blue
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, the girl with the black hair and the blue eyes, you know, absolutely beautiful, and the kid. You see them on the monitors over there?
I
No.
think one of them has a dragon tattoo.
Not at all?
No.
Alright then.
Kid left.
Wait, he did?
Yeah. Through the front door. Got the keys.
Shit. And at this point, he just kind of like backs up in the vent out of their view.
Oh my god, they're gone. They're gone. It's alright.
Yeah, I thought for a moment, nobody actually picked up the keys, did they? And I had to ask, and it's like,
Yep.
no, nobody did. And I'm like, okay, well, that seems the way to leave then.
That's
Yep.
okay. Vent creep Joshua is going to go ahead and pick up his sweet prince, and he's going to go ahead and finally exit.
Alright. Isolation can move and you can cross out the Europe session.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, because you leave like physical evidence of you breaking in to steal Gerald and well, among other things, but
Okay, let's see. Obsession. Cool. Now I can actually roll again on tens.
yeah, that's great. And we're gonna switch to Celine.
Okay.
Celine, you're hungry.
Yes.
You're hurt. You're
I am-
pissed.
Yes. And I don't trust myself around other people right now, so I am
No.
going to go to the cattle farm.
It's not a very long ride. It's calm enough somewhat to be driving. There's not a lot of people at that hour of night. And you actually get out of the highway and go into smaller roads. Not small like dirt roads, but just regular roads. And you actually
must-
arrive near.
Oh,
Yes.
go ahead. I was going to say, I must know the area at least decently well enough because I was
Yes.
stalking around it at night and,
Actually,
Getting an
arrive in
area.
front of the cattle farm. It's well, it's closed, but nothing like. There's no like grand barrier or it's not Alcatraz. You can
okay.
go in, but the actual how would you call it? Barn.
Mhm.
It's a big metal building with
Sure.
big doors, smaller too, but for the cattle. And you know, because you spend a bit of time in the
Agriculture.
agricultural-
Agriculture. Yep.
Yes, it's very much an industrial system.
Mhm.
Everything is thought for efficiency, though. They all park here at night, and there might be some alarm or maybe something. It's definitely locked, but you don't see any cameras.
Okay. Is there a side door, like in
Yeah.
and out access?
Yes, for
Okay.
the employees to come in and take care of the cows.
Is it locked?
It is locked, yes, at the hour of the night.
Okay, I'm
Actually,
going to
did you go to a pig farm or cow farm?
cattle farm.
Yeah, so all right. So yeah, no, it's locked.
I am going to put my arm on my hand on the door, grip it, and then pull it open.
Do me a strength athletics roll.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bit hard because it's sturdy door, but you can certainly try to. You can hear some cows mooing. It's yeah. After a while, you manage to break it open with it's. It's not silent at all. It's you don't know if you're there is some smaller building maybe for housing some employees. There must be a guard at night, but you don't see anyone coming just yet. And you
Okay.
have the door open. It smells of
It
of
stinks. So
yeah.
I'm
It
just gonna
stinks of
find the
iron.
closest one, go up to it, and then just chomp.
All right, do me a resolve composure roll. -2. -3. Sorry, you're tempted. Yeah, you managed to not fall to frenzy and not slaughter the whole
Yeah.
barn. But
Yeah.
you get the tempted -2 for your next roll.
Okay.
But you actually roll me 1d10. Actually, you said you will jump on any. Yeah, roll me 1d10. You manage to gather by just refraining yourself from killing one cow and just getting
Yeah,
all of its blood.
eviscerating it. Yeah.
Yeah, you manage to go around and bite on many cows. It's not as fulfilling as human blood, but you manage to get 9 point of vita. It's not
Okay.
great to taste, but
Sure.
still good
It
and
fulfills the
warm.
purpose. Okay. So
Yeah.
how many bashing point is healed with that? With 1
Three
point.
are healed with 1 point of vita.
Okay. So I'm gonna heal myself for 2.
Sure,
And then the rest will go into my.
you're full, basically.
Okay, then I'm not going to delay. I'm gonna get the hell out of there.
Probably smart. Do me a quick dexterity stealth roll to try to. It's hard to read anything among the cows, but definitely don't want to be seen. You
Oh,
manage
nice.
to sneak out
Managed to
just
sneak
as
out of it.
someone comes to check on the ruckus, and you manage to drive away before they can get even your license plate.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. I am going to get into or drive to my to the vineyard, put everything away, take a shower, and I am tempted to actually. I will wait. Whatever it is, the skull. They said something that kind of stuck in my head about praying to whisper. So Celine somehow thinks that that might have something to do with the skull, but given her current state, she's still
Yeah.
exhausted and doesn't want to mess with it right now. So she is going to um, just run out into a field somewhere randomly and then just sink into the soil.
All right. We're gonna switch back to Ivan. Ivan, how do you call someone to pick you up?
No, I can't trust that. I'm going to put one hand, open palm over my nose, and clench it shut so I don't smell the sweet flavor of human meat.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my other hand clasped down as a blinder over my eyes so I'm only looking at the road, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make my way to the doctor's office.
Well, it takes a while, but like after 1 hour and a half of walking, you finally get.
If I could interrupt on that, 'cause that's gonna
Yes.
take a while to walk.
Oh yeah. Well, you driving, so you
Well,
might.
the thing
see
is,
it.
though,
Yeah.
that I left at some point while you were still in the middle of looking for
Mm.
the door. So you've
Right,
been
like up
mixed
to
up
15
in
minutes.
Yeah, well,
If
you've
I
been mixed up. Well, I mean, before you even had your fugue state.
They would still have the time because they have a cars very much faster than you are on foot.
Right, but I'm just saying that they have a lot of back time as well. So
Yeah, sure.
'cause I left a long time
Okay.
ago.
Alright.
But you get to the doctor office and you can see that his human assistant is not actually managing well the building. So you can see Dr. Boyd just waiting for you.
Okay.
Opens the door for you and say, "Come, come." So you hurt.
Did you watch the video yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it, all of it.
Okay. Yeah, no,
I've
the
watched
thing
parts.
reached into me.
Yes.
I have been hurt worse than I've ever felt before.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside.
All right. He gets.
Also, I am
Mhm.
starving to a point where I feel I have no control over my actions.
It's all right. He accompanies you. Accompanies. That's a French word. Mm,
Accompanies. Yeah, that means
yeah.
we go with him. Everybody knows what accompanies
Yeah.
means.
All right.
It's not like it's reconnaissance again. We all know what reconnaissance means as well.
All right. He accompanies you to what you think is an operation room. There is a bed with restraints on it, and there is a fridge and an IV and that sort of thing. It's please sit down and just undress. You can keep your underwears if you wish.
Okay.
All right. He puts you in the bed and begins to restrain you and say, "Just for my security, I don't want you to frenzy on me. All right?
Alright.
All right." Now, you can see like putting in some surgery instrument and one big syringe that he just king with it and around the wrist, and you feel something cold in your body and says, "All right, keep talking to me. Don't look at your chest. So, tell me everything. I'm gonna do my work." Oh, yeah, I have a bit of blood in left in. Might be a good idea. Yeah. He grabs two blood packs and begin to pour them into your mouth. You're again 2 VT.
Great. Still starving.
Still starving, but at least you're not out of it. It's felt good.
I mean, still in the -4 range. Sorry, -5
Yep.
range. Tempted. I mean, yeah, I'll
No,
recount
you're
everything.
negative. It's only -2 for starving. It was 4 because starving and fire.
Well, no, because it's -2 for hungry. It's -4 for starving.
No, it's minus. I don't think so.
I'm pretty
Let me
sure
check.
from back Gotham days it was.
Yep,
Rules
you're
haven't
right.
changed.
Actually, yeah.
It's
No,
bad.
you're
It's
right.
bad. I'm in
I
a
made
bad way.
mistake. Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
went for help.
So you can hear him begin to use a scalpel. You don't think much around your chest, but he's definitely starting to opening your
Yeah, no, I
eyes.
assume. I assume it was a
Yeah.
numbing agent he gave me, since apparently he had to give me blood afterwards.
Says, "So, tell me everything."
Yeah, I say I recount everything. That's basically all in the videos.
That's interesting. And you actually meet with your friend at the mall. Huh.
Who's my friend?
Well, sorry, your friends. rest of the neonates. Well, not all of them, but my
No. Only, shit. Well, here's the problem. It's very hard to lie and say I didn't see Celine there. But I mean, I specifically
Yep.
tried not to put her in the video, but then I didn't have time to edit, so I still have her
Yep.
voice on the video. I did see some of them. Some of them aren't my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Although that is, again, just happenstance, not intentional. As the video
Yes.
I sent you before shows, some of their intentions were not what you would consider helpful.
Oh no, that's not right. You can see, like, searching, you can feel his fingers inside of your chest cavity. It's like, that's not right at all. Well, it's gonna take a bit more work to fix this. Yes, so, very well there. You know
Right.
why?
I mean, as I was sent you before, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
have the
remember.
original recording as well.
I didn't have the time to flip through all of it.
No, the original recording, the one I sent you before I went there.
Oh, yes. I will need to do something about that.
Right.
Um,
But the fact that they were there after I sent you that dictates that what they said was acted upon.
Of course. Well, your body is a bit. There's nothing wrong with you on a physical level, but
Well, I am dead. There's that.
no. Even the other kindred have their own workings. Your body is not completely dead. It's no. But yes, there seems to be an issue with your heart. It's not pierced, but it has shrunk considerably, and more so than any other organs. Usually, the heart doesn't shrink when you die and become a kindred, but yours is. Oh,
So you're saying, on this Christmas season, I've become a real Grinch.
yes. All right. I'll need to gather some. Well, we're going to have to do more, less science-oriented therapy for that. So I'll need to gather some ingredients, but for tonight, I'm afraid I can't do much for you. I'll try again tomorrow night if you want to. But yes, you did good. I will send files to Kogayan, and you will be. Think your grandsires wish to speak with you. Something about sorcery and the cause of dragon mysteries.
Before that, do you happen to have any more spare blood packs? I mean,
He looks at you and make me a presence empathy roll.
alright.
Tell you what, Ivan, you do not discuss the presence of my child and the other, and I will give you all the blood you need for tonight and tomorrow. How does it sound? Leave that to me. I will take care of it.
I feel like that's a real ask.
Yes, it is. You can
Oh.
feel him stitching you back up.
That's the devil and the angel on the shoulder moment of, do you try to get your revenge now, or do you protect other people from yourself?
Yep.
You went through multiple nights of planning to get vengeance on Joshua in this way. or you can hurt people by not taking care of yourself. A gig worth of video and audio proof that Joshua is betraying everybody. Hurting people. Damn it.
Wait, I was betraying people here? When did that happen?
You remember the phone call conversation where you said that you were going to try and take over a place from the Ordo and everything like that? Your sire is an Ordo guy, and
Oh,
yeah, I recorded that and I sent that to your sire, and then I got you on videotape at the place where you said you were going to do it.
Isn't that the place you keep saying that you never were?
No, I never saw it.
Whatever.
That's the guy who's literally, I'm telling him I was there and what everything. No, I was trying to not record Celine on the video so she would be innocent. That's why I kept putting her away, but then she started talking while I was recording.
Yep.
It's like, shit. And I thought, hey, I might die, so I sent them all the stuff. So in case I did die, you would still be fucked, Joshua. So that was Ivan's last. I'm gonna get you.
The doctor waits for you.
Yeah, you have my
He
word.
understands you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
all right.
I'll keep it between us. As much as I hate Joshua, I
I know, but
enjoy
let me
people
deal.
more.
Yes, let me deal with that. Be assured you will be punished. All right, just wait here. I'm gonna get some more blood out of my freezer.
And that's when Joshua and gang arrives.
I mean, Joshua's out on the streets looking for you, because I was pretty sure you didn't come here in a
Yep.
car.
He comes back with 4 blood pack and say, it's
I mean-
not as good as the fresh stuff, but
To be fair, you're right. I didn't come here in a car.
you know, this is not as good as the fresh stuff, but that's all I can spare right now.
It'll keep me from going crazy. That's all I need.
Yes. You're welcome to stay here if you want for the night. It's
Well,
not
I mean, you said I have to go talk to my grandsire, so...
Oh, I mean, you can do that tomorrow night. I just overheard her talking about you. I think she wants to have a word with you, but I'm not actually.
Well, I mean, if you're taking care of everything on this side, then I've got to go take
Yes.
care of things on that side, so...
Of course, but do you know where she lives?
I was hoping you were going to tell me next.
Well,
I assume it's not that library.
no, it's not, but I'm not sure she would be pleased with me if the invitation didn't come from her.
Well, it's not an invitation if I just show up, right? And I could have just shown up at any time. I don't have to tell her that you
No.
told me she was talking about me. We both
Well-
know that I was going to talk to her at some point again anyway.
Alright. I'll give you the address. It's in the whole medieval part of town, whole fancy. She's got quite a bit of territory actually, so you might have found out anyway.
Right.
She's very protective of her turf. But send her my regards. And if you want to get, well, we'll try to get the treatment necessary for getting you back to full health if you want to. But otherwise, I believe a good amount of Vitae will be able to cure that.
Of course.
Yes. Although, make me one more presence empathy check.
Empathy. What's that?
Yeah.
My master plan has gone to naught. I've lost all empathy.
All right, Ivan. Thank you for your recalling on behalf of the order. You did good, especially for a first time, but we didn't know it would be so dangerous. Seems the place is much more interesting than what we thought.
Indeed.
Joshua and Lucian, where are you going? through the streets, just riding out and try to see if I have
Yeah,
any.
I got the creeper van nearby, so I can definitely get into it and start like doing a little circle around. See, like,
Well, no trace of him.
no trace of him. Well,
Yep.
damn.
I can never. Well, you
So
don't even
weird.
know he got here, so. That
I
must
guess he
be
does have
weird.
like that butler. I guess he did get a ride home somehow. Hmm.
Maybe.
So do you want to? Where do you want to go, Lucian? Should I drop you off somewhere?
It depends. What time is it?
It's about 3 in the morning.
Yeah, drop me off at my place. Yeah, the sun's gonna rise soon.
No, it's not. It's gonna rise in like 4, 5 more hours. It's near winter.
Yeah, still I'd like to go back to my place anyway, cause I don't see what else I can do now.
All right then. So I'll go ahead and drive you back there, and then I will probably go out to the suburbs where there is no territory and I can hunt for food freely.
Sure. And you're accompanied with Gerald, so you're in good company.
It's okay, Gerald. We'll find something for you.
How do you plan to hunt?
Well, I am a creep in a creeper van,
Yes.
so I could go ahead and step out and go creeping. And by that I mean just, look for people in the middle of the night, stalk them with stealth.
Wow. Well, dex stealth at -3 because once it's in the Baron of the city, and two, the creeper van is not really stealthy.
This is terribly true. But I do have a bonus to blending in.
Yeah. Well, it can negate the 1 die of penalty, so -2.
Alright, so -2 total. Let's do it. 0.
Well, you spend 1 hours looking, driving, and there's nobody. Well, there is some people, but they are street smart, it seems.
They're like, wait a second, what's this van coming up to
Yeah.
us? So I can definitely try to spend maybe like uh, let's see, that would put it from 3 to 4. I could probably put 2 more hours in and then safely return home, I think.
You could.
So I think that would be 2 more dice and basically come down to a null bonus then.
Yep.
Okay. Hey!
You actually managed to creep around and find one person, one lonely guy, but it must be like a homeless person, but rather clean and sane. Well, not a crazy old man in the street, but middle-aged guy that maybe
Mhm.
run out of luck. You managed to, well, catch him. How many vitae do you
Yes.
take? How
Uh,
many vitae do you have right now?
I have 5 still.
You're not starving. It's yeah.
Yep.
How many do you wish to take?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember if 3 was terribly harmful from before, or if it was 4 that pushed it over.
Well, do you
Uh,
have any dot medicine? No, you don't. So I'm not
sure
going.
don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 2.
Sure. You leave the guy a bit scared and a bit woozy, but no harm.
Alright, now get out of here before I take your credit cards too.
He stumbled out of the alleyway when you just caught him.
Okay. And at that point, Joshua will head home for the time being, with his darling prince, a collector's edition to occupy him, and a bottle of oozing liquid.
Yes. All right. Lush, Ivan, where do you spend the night? The rest of the night?
Well, I mean, I'm heading to the grandsire's place.
Huh. All right. I should change place and the music. Uh, yeah, okay. You get you get there on foot.
Right.
All right. So it's I don't know if you know medieval houses, what they look like. But basically it's small, narrow streets with high building with sometimes bit of wood still protruding from the actual building. It's a bit charming. It's quaint. And
From the guy
you
that said that Nurgles looked cute, so I don't know.
Nurglings yet look cute, and
Mhm.
yet they are.
No, I saw the faces. They did not look cute.
They are cute.
They act cute.
And you arrive in. There's not a lot of people at these hours of the night, of maybe of morning, would be more appropriate. But you can feel that this part of town is different. There's a heavy presence in the air. It's not really frightening or alarming, but it's like someone has unconsciously recognized that someone has claimed the place. It's not yours, you're a guest or a trespasser here. And you manage to arrive in front of what appears to be a small house. It's blends in the surroundings. There is light in it, like it's quite big, but it's still not enough place really. And this is the address that the doctor gave you.
All right. I hate to
What do
do
you
it after
do?
you've described it all to me, but I gotta be right back.
All right. We could do this later then. Uh, all right. We're going to. Well, I guess we'll fade back into night for now, and we'll go back to Ivan and his grandsire later. And we'll go into the next night as you all awoke, gain a point of willpower from your sleep, and spend a point of vitae to awake.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna get dressed and meet my anchor, I guess, or my what you call it, my Colette. I'm meeting Colette, my personal assistant, for dinner. So I'm going to activate a blush of life too.
Sure.
But yes, it'll be at a restaurant at the time, and I'll tell the person there that I have a reservation and take the seat.
Um. Sure. Roll me 1d10. All right. You actually hit at this place, this restaurant, which name means sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
And it's a fancy place, it's a nice place. And Colette is waiting at the table.
Um, I
She's on
will.
her phone.
I will wave to her and say, "Oh, it's good to see you again."
How do you call each other? By your names or
Yes, first names.
first
So
names? So you call her Colette, she call you Celine.
mm-hmm.
And then she waved and she smiled at you and she said, "Celine, it's good to see you. How have you been?"
I'll give her a hug and say, "Oh, it's been well, a lot of things to talk about, and that's why I wanted to
Really?
meet with you." Yes. Um, she'll sit down and say, "So, a lot, lots happened since that guess that attack on that party where I got poisoned. You remember?"
Oh yes,
Um,
it was dreadful.
yes. I've been speaking with some of the survivors after what's happened, and
I'm
I've
sorry, I
been
wasn't. I should have been more. Like I thought I should give you some space to process this out, but I should have
it's
been more here.
it's okay. I've been struggling with some. I guess you have something of an existential crisis when big changes like this happen. So
Yes,
I've been trying to deal with that. So it's been appreciated, but I also wanted to talk about the business.
yes.
So we'll go through, I'm sure, the weekly or or things that have kind of gone for a month, and grit the rest of
Well,
that. And
things like since it's winter, near winter, things have been going kind of slowly.
right, I'm sure certain bills will have to be paid and taxes
Yeah, of course.
processed and the rest of that. But businessy things aside, she'll say, "No, I have after one of these." After this attack, I guess you could say, I've become rather close with a it's don't get the wrong impression or anything, but we've become very good friends. And
Hmm.
he
Yeah,
happens
of
to be of
course.
someone of import here.
Oh,
And
who's
he's
that?
well, his name is Ivan, but for now, I should probably not divulge too much information because he gifted me a nightclub. And she'll kind of let it hang on the
Night?
air for a minute. Yeah, a nightclub. And
That's an expensive gift.
yes, and that's why.
Are you
What's that?
are you two in a relationship?
No, it's more, I think we've become friends and we have similar concerns. So
Huh.
he's been very supportive in a lot of ways. I didn't expect him to do something like this, and nor would I desire it, but it's made me think about, my business ventures here versus the United States. I think that in the US, or at least in Michigan, my options are going to be much more limited by comparison here. I've been able to network with some very, I think, good business partners, and I think maybe it might be best to sell off the American ventures and purchase the actual lands for those here, and then stay here permanently.
Are you sure? That's a big change.
Well, I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I think I have. Well, I'm not going to be able to spend quite so much time in the States anymore. I mean, I have a lot more contacts here. We could theoretically keep the business going in the States. I just would never be around to deal with it. And that's what I'm a little concerned about.
Hmm. Yeah. I see. I could be a problem.
And the other thing too is, well, I guess I don't have a whole lot of contacts with my family anymore, and I'm trying to figure out what's important as far as if I were to die tomorrow, what I would do.
Oh.
So I need to get my affairs in order, I guess you could say.
Oh. Yes. I mean, I'm sure they would be devastated. We would all be. I mean, when I heard what happened to you, I was.
Well, my family and I never really got along very well. My parents really tried with the vineyard and keeping it alive, but my siblings had uh, they really had no interest in it. And I was only 20 years old when both of them passed away, and trying to keep this vineyard going, and not one of them wanted to help me. So I don't really, I don't know. They're doing their thing, I'm doing mine. Maybe it's best to keep it that way, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's important and what I can maintain, and the rest of it. But either way, I still need to get into the financials for this place. It's called the Elephant. I can have
Oh,
Ivan transfer all the records and legal documents and the rest of that to you, because, well, I value your input and you've been very valuable as an administrator, and I'd like to keep you in on retainer as somebody who could do that.
well, I would be very happy to do that. I mean, managing a vineyard and a club, it's not quite the same. Well,
Right.
it's not similar, but I know to manage things, and it's not my first time doing something like that.
Right. And well, the other thing too is I want to expand the lands on the vineyard here. I'd like to add some beehives to the
Ooh.
mix, and I think adding, yeah, maybe
Oh,
trying some other things.
my uncle is a beekeeper,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, is back into like he's not into the well, he's in business, but it's more like a hobby for him.
Sure.
But yes, I see what you mean.
Well, I might
And
have
it
to
could be
pick his
good.
brain a little on that. But yeah, I
And
think if
we could get some label for that, some label. Yeah,
right, I
could
mean,
work
if you
out.
think about the tannins that are affected by the weather, I know the
Yeah.
French laws are so you can't do too much watering, but nobody said anything about beehives. That's all natural.
No, it's
And I could
actually
always try my hand.
it would actually we could receive aids for that.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Then yes, if you can shift the money around and make the arrangements, that would be very, very useful.
Oh well, it's yeah, I could do that. It's a good idea actually. And as far as acquiring land, you will need to have a permanent citizenship. Uh, I can work on
Oh,
that, of course.
okay.
It's not just need a bit of your records. It's not that hard.
Sure.
At least,
Yeah, I am a business
well,
owner. I mean, I can imagine it's probably going to be fairly easy
yeah,
or easier.
you're a business now. You're not an illegal immigrant, so it's going to be far more easier.
The other thing too is that we might want to consider security options for the vineyards too, just because I have caught people trespassing.
Really?
Yes.
Did you call the police?
Well, they didn't. I don't know. It was more that I saw footprints around. There was, the cellar got broken into. They didn't steal anything, so I didn't
That's
think it was.
weird.
I don't know if people are messing with it or just I don't know. Might have been some teenagers or something. But either way, if we could, like, I don't know,
Oh
arrange to
yeah.
have a fence made or something just so it keeps people out.
Well, we could buy a fence, install some cameras, and maybe get a dog or
Sure, that
hire
would
a
be
guard.